Hello, hello. Hopefully it's all gonna be going. All be good. Uh, Streamlabs playing nice. Yes, yes, yes. This is always good. Alright. Alrighty. Well, welcome back, everybody. Uh, so yeah. Uh, Headaches all better. I mean, obviously I streamed this morning as well, so it's all gone. Slept it off. It's doing all good now. And yeah. Let me clean my glasses. I think I smudged them. Right. There we go. Cool. Alright, yeah, so what had happened last time was we went with the into the match with the golf club, right? We show up. It's like, oh yeah, totally needed you to bring a golf club because it's totally a fight. Yeah, sure. Anyways, they were getting fucking landslided with the comeback, and we went there to help them shut them down. We made a deal with with the person who had come in on for the other team and all that shit. And yeah, it went down good. It was fucking hilarious. It was a good time up until we started talking to the coach, and it was like, and he started having like fucking fantasies about our soft hands, right? Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. So, and due to the headache that I had, or fucking migraine, whatever the fuck it was, I had to end it after that chapter and shit, so we're back. Streamlabs was causing some issues this morning, so with the Minecraft stream, so hopefully it'll be playing nice today. I hope. So let's see. Shall we? Shall we continue? We already did the tips. God, I unwrapped myself from the blanket burrito style for like not even like 5 minutes and I'm already like starting to freeze again. What the fuck? What the fuck? How cold is it in my room now? Still fucking it's 14 now. What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, anyways. Alright. Alright then. I'm off. Look out for cars. Be back before dinner time. Today was the day of the barbecue party that was in the Hinamizawa Fighters victory celebration. Of course, I, having prepared myself, skipped breakfast in order to stay hungry. Though with all the club members coming, it was pretty possible there would be a contest based on how fast or how much you could eat. But then it was already at our usual meeting place. Hold on, let me turn it down just a little bit for myself. There we go, not by much, but... Mion arrived a few minutes later. Great! Let's get going. This old man skipped breakfast and is starving to death. I expected nothing less. I too went without breakfast, and am now in top physical condition. Wow! You two skipped breakfast? Wow. Fuck. Already starting off bad. Wow! Wow, you two. Skipping breakfast is bad for your health. Rena made sure to eat something. Yeah, you're right, Rena. Breakfast is an important part of the day. Oh, fuck it. I'm sure you'll surpass that unhealthy Mion. Get yourself a nice, springy body and be all over the dirty magazines. Oh, the 30 magazines? If I get a nice body, then maybe a prince on a white horse will come for dinner too? For dinner too? Duh. Definitely not happening. If you won't take responsibility for them, Kei-chan, then don't give Redena any silly ideas. She might start eating breakfast 3 times a day starting tomorrow. Yeah, I could see Redena doing that. Wait, who did this gluttonous princess think was going to come for her? Well, anyway, we're all nice and hungry. Let's go and treat ourselves at the big barbecue party. Yeah! The venue for said barbecue was to be the foot of the shrine grounds where Rika-chan lived. They held events and festivals there, and barbecues too. It was a place that held all sorts of ceremonies in Hinamizawa. Come to think of it, there was supposed to be a big village festival coming up, wasn't there? Watching the gashi or something? The scenery you could see from that high up was fairly superb, and the calm atmosphere particular to shrines was something fairly difficult to find in the city. We left our bicycles at the bottom of the shrine steps, and broke into a mad dash up the stairs. Fucking one of y'all tripped, just eat a fucking curb. When we arrived on the shrine grounds, the Hinamizawa fighters and their fathers had already gathered, and had begun setting up for the barbecue early. Of course, Satoko and Rika-chan were there as well. When they noticed our arrival, they waved to us. Oh, so you managed not to forget about this. Curses. If you all hadn't come, there would have been that much more meat for me. How truly disappointing it is. You underestimate us, Satoko. Now that we've arrived, you don't think you'll be able to have even one bite of that fabulous marbled beef, do you? Remember when we ate our bento here? You and I have a fatal difference in reach. I'll be overwhelming you once again. What? I cannot allow that to happen by any means. Cry and shout all you want. You'll just be watching us fill our mouths with beef. Don't worry though. We'll give the peppers and onions to you. I'll give Satoko lots and lots of the grilled squash too. When Satoko heard the word squash, her complexion changed color. When she took my overwhelming reach into account, she knew it wasn't just a threat. It could actually happen. I'll go tell the coach. I'll tell him you really love squash. If it's for you, I bet he'll get a whole mountain of specialty squash from all over Japan. Wow, good for you, Satoko. You'll have your pick of the squash. You can have squash from dawn till dusk, 3 meals a day. What? Rena! Everyone's bullying me! Satoko tried to leap into Rena's chest. Oh no. Clearly given another second, Rena's mock punches could have been piled on the ground. So just before Satoko hit Rena, I grabbed her by the nape of the neck and pulled her back. A superb reaction with only seconds of foresight, at least. Or at least it was supposed to be. But for Rena, when I caught the leaping, crying Satoko, it looked like she was keeping her to myself. Or I was keeping... Fuck. But for Rena, when I caught the leaping, crying Satoko, it looked like I was keeping her to myself. Get your ass beat, boy. Oh, no, Keiichi-kun. This is Rena's, okay? I'm taking her home. Renaissance. Renaissance? Beat up Renaissance and Rika like that too? Whoa, hold on here. Ah! Bam. Okay, now where could Rika be? Oh, there she is. The Misson over there! Just wait, Satoko-chan. I'll take care of them right away. Then I'll bring you straight home. Me. Me! Satoko, you're mean. Oh, Rika-chan's so cute too. Oh, I'm gonna take her home too. Oh, Rika, it serves you right. Satoko laughed in a shrill voice at Rika-chan, and in his unproductive game of tag while we watched them, sprawled out on the ground. Are you alright, Madabata-san? Sonozaki-san? The coach came over and lent us a hand. Yeah, this is just how we communicate, that's all. Don't mind us. If the way we communicate ends up leaving bruises on my face, then I don't want any more to do with it. You never learn, do you? Laughed the coach loudly. It made us start to laugh too. Satoko's laughter, Rika-chan's yelling, and in his strange voice were kind of comfortable to hear. Fucking flashbang, what the hell? The adults here knew what they were doing, so the barbecue was ready in short order. As the salad oil dripped down onto the plate with a hiss, there was a loud cheer. When the coach brought over a big plate with all the meat on it, we all cheered again. Wow, this meat looks amazing. Coach, you really did splurge on it. I did make a promise. Can you tell how much all of this weighs? It really did cost me a lot. Of course it did. Third-rate meat wouldn't be enough to be of a reward for everything I did yesterday. Yeah. Satoko-chan's definitely the guest of honor today. Yeah, Satoko was the one who hit the last home run after all. She might have caught the guy off guard, but the arc it flew was long and true. Satoko is pretty athletic. Not bad at all. She could be one of the best of our generation. She doesn't fall behind in physical ability, even compared to me. Maybe Satoko-chan has a big future in the world of sports. Oh, stop singing my praises. You're making me blush. Munch munch. Satoko, for whom the excessive praise made her not notice the moderately grilled meat being stolen one after the other, was just far too cute. Marabata-san! This is heavy! Tomita-kun and Okamuto-kun were carrying something over to us. It was a huge barbecue plate. Whoa! The barbecue's protagonist has arrived! The plate was chock full of skewers with vegetables and meat on them. Oh yeah. The grilled, burning hot meat juices made a shh noise as they drizzled off. Or shh, whatever the fuck. Fuck, this is making me hungry. Fuck you. Hold on. A little crisp. Alright, that should be a little bit better. Go. Needed a lot of heat for cooking something on a metal skewer, so they had grilled the whole plate at once. Yep, can't have a barbecue without some of these. You can say that again. I'll help you out, so let's get it over here. Up we go. Wow! Look! It's amazing! Everyone greeted us with a cheer. Each person received a skewer with vegetables and big pieces of meat on it. They also received paper cups filled to the brim with juice. In my right hand were pounds of piping hot barbecue, and left was a cup of juice that I could chug down. If this didn't make you want you to dance, you weren't a man. Ah, I can't hold back any longer. I'm gobbling it all down. Gobble gobble. Gobble gobble. Not just yet, Kei-chan. We got a little ceremony first. Can I have your attention, everyone? The coach, with a cup of beer in his hand, mounted the nearby beer cooler. This was supposed to be a victory celebration after all. We needed an opening statement. Damn. I hope it ends soon. Fuck hiccups. For every second this goes on for, a little more of the food's freshness goes away. Ah! Satsuko stomped down onto the back of my foot. My word. Men your age are so greedy. Could you not wait a little bit more elegantly? Is everything I'm thinking really showing on my face? Okay, is everyone listening? We won a huge game yesterday. It had become a hard battle after that amazing pitcher came in, but thanks to equally reliable saviors on our side, we scored a beautiful turnaround victory. Can I get a round of applause? Yeah, do I even have an email for that? I may have to do that. Oh, no we do. There we go. Here. I messed up a couple of them, but I'll clap myself on, okay? Oh, God. Both my hands were full, so the adults and older brothers gave us a round of applause. This is to celebrate that victory. As promised, I got a ton of delicious meat for everyone. Eat as much as you want, and use that energy on your next game. Then, after a few words of thanks to the fathers and brothers who helped us out with the barbecue, oh, wait. I read it as though he was still announcing. Then, after a few words of thanks to the fathers and brothers who had helped us with the barbecue, he led us in with a toast. Cheers! Kanpai! They say that when toasting, you would normally down the contents of your cup. But we were young. At the toast, all of us immediately began to dig into our skewers. After that, it got really lively with everyone congratulating one another for things they did during the game. Like how someone made a great catch, or how awesome someone looked when stealing a base. Of course, they congratulated me too, the savior who appeared to fight against the Koshian pitcher. Well, even what I did was all thanks to Satsuko. Satsuko did have a plan, but you're the only one who could have won over Kamada like you did, Kei-chan. You did more than enough to deserve praise. By the way, Keiichi-kun, you went to eat cake with Kamada-kun after that, didn't you? You looked like you were the best friends. The seeds of friendship sprouting between male rivals. Something like that? Well, that's sort of... Well, it's... I violently brushed through Dinah's hair as she turned red in the face for some reason at the mention of friendship between males, dispersing her pleasant-seeming ideas. Get some BL action going. Okay, real fast. Has anybody seen like the fucking hands for like fucking BL mangas and shit? Like, look at the fucking hands. Like the size of the fucking hands. Like, what? Like, fuck. Look up yaoi hands. At your own discretion. At your viewer's discretion, look up yaoi hands. Now then, where's the hero, or rather, the heroine, Satoko? Oh, there she is. Satoko was with Rika-chan in the middle of bragging her heart out about the home run yesterday. And her teammates spared no compliment for her, since even though he was going easy on her, the fact that she had hit a throw from a Koshien pitcher was something else. Satoko was more loquacious than usual. It seems like she was in a great mood. She was flying so high that I thought for a moment about getting a word in to tease her. But she was the leading actress today, so I decided not to bully her at all. Damn, no fun, no fun. As I watched Satoko going at things as lively as usual under the sun, it struck me that it didn't quite line up with the pleasant time I'd spent with her. But both of those were the real Satoko. I didn't care which it was, her smiling happily, or making a big, lively fuss like this. Oh. Fuck off, Hulu. I haven't even got on the count. Just as long as you keep smiling like that forever. She looks like she's having fun. Quite a lot of fun. The coach had approached me from behind before I realized it. Like, get away! Creep alert! Rape whistle. Ah. Can't whistle right now. Ah, hold up. Why can't I whistle right now? Nope. I can't fucking whistle at the moment. What the hell? I was gonna try to do like a loud, high-pitched whistle. But never mind, never mind. As he gazed at Satoko from afar, like I had been doing, he addressed me. So I could tell he was talking about her. Doesn't it just cleanse your soul to see Satoko-chan smiling? He smiled, refreshed, searching for confirmation. I felt a little embarrassed to admit it, so against my better judgment, I played it off. Really? I don't think her smile could cleanse so much as the plate. I'm sure Satoko-chan would be mad if she heard that. But that part of her is very cute too. Leaving her cuteness aside, I could understand him thinking Satoko getting angry for being teased would be funny. Mr. Irie, was it? That's right. Everyone else calls me Coach, though. I'd be very happy if you called me Coach as well, my Bata-san. As he said that, Coach Irie smiled, blushing a little. Coach, you seem to like Satoko a lot. I didn't have any real basis for saying that. It was just what I felt to be true. Yeah, I do like her. I love her, in fact. Huh? Yes, I do like her. I love her, in fact. When she gets older, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. Huh? I make my jokes and shit, but like... Huh? What? This guy really says some insane stuff, doesn't he? After being astonished by this, I hurried to put my mind back in order. I'd heard that this coach guy was the kind of person who said crazy things out of nowhere. According to Mion, if I took everything he said seriously, I physically wouldn't be able to take it. If I was able to ignore that part of him, he seemed like he'd be a really funny guy. My Bado-san, did that surprise you? Could it be you're going after Satoko-chan yourself? That'd bother me then. I've been going after her for decades now, you know. What? don't make me fucking drop Higurashi too. No! All I'm gonna say is this motherfucker, we better fucking split this guy's skull. Nah. I'm gonna be real, I low-key forgot about this from the fucking anime. I low-key forgot about this guy. So it's like, what? Huh? Okay. Coach, Satoko hasn't even been alive for more than a decade. Yes! She's not even 10 years old yet! How old is she? How old is she? How old is she? $11 to $12? $11? Okay, but still. What? Oh, not much. Alive for much more than, okay, never mind. I misread it. Coach gave a dry grin and laughed. Was this how I should be doing it? I must somehow master the art of responding to this coach guy. Nah, I just don't talk to him. After that, I received many words of praise for my actions. Almost too many. As that conversation was happening, leaving aside the controversial statements this coach person would spout suddenly, I learned he was, fuck hiccups. I learned he was very composed and not a bad guy by any stretch. So? He's going after my lolis. No. Like, he's seriously going after my lolly. What the fuck? I think Satoko deserves more praise for that crazy home run she got. I honestly didn't think she had it in her. Satoko-chan's older brother was more the quiet bookworm type. She probably inherited the exact opposite skill set. Her brother? Right, he meant Satoshi. Okay. The one who left Satoko and ran away from home. Satoko's Nini. Satoshi Hojo. Do you not know about him? Satoko-chan's older brother, I mean. His name is Satoshi Hojo-kun. And he played with the Hinamizawa Fighters too. I wanted him to play a lot more. But then he transferred. Huh. I see. So he transferred. Yeah, maybe that was a little more considerate than saying he ran away. Now that he mentioned it, I think it was Rena. I think she said Satoshi transferred too. Yeah. I didn't know the details of him having run away from home at that time, so I didn't pay much attention to it, but... Only her brother transferred? That's sort of unusual. Everyone having fun was far away, and their cheerful voices distant. The chorus of the cicadas separated us from them, giving me a sense of distance. At first, I thought my own voice was too soft for even me to hear, but for a really long time, Coach didn't respond to my words. So at this point, I began to wonder if I had said something I shouldn't have. Just when I began to feel impatient, Coach finally spoke. What's he going to say? Something unfortunate happened. A few things, actually. After informing me that he was about to say was a secret, Coach began to talk, a little at a time. It's been 3 years already. Right around this time of year, I think. Satoko-chan's parents were in an accident. An accident? Yes. At a public park they visited while on vacation. They fell from a viewing platform. It was supposed to be just a little time away from the house with the family. They went for a walk on a path through a nature park after it had rained. There was a little viewing platform that looked like it had a good view. That was the stage on which the tragedy was set. The metal fixtures in the viewing platform fence had deteriorated from time, and with all the rain they had just gotten, they might have loosened somewhat. Right before Satoko's eyes, both the fence and her parents fell. Shit. So wait, she was like 8, 9 years old? There was a river some tens of meters below. The water level was high due to the rain, and apparently very muddy. And her parents? Coach gave a thin but melancholic smile and touched his paper cup to his lips. Without saying anything, I knew how unfortunate that accident was, and how Satoko's parents had left on an internal vacation. I low-key wanted to make a joke about Doom Eternal, but I couldn't. I may get back into it, but that level design was pissing me off, so probably not. Who knows? Anyways. Then Satoko is, well... I was so focused on being careful with my words that I lost what I was going to say. A single word. Orphaned. I knew how little consideration it showed and how much it would hurt Satoko without having to say it aloud. Come to think of it, Satoko lived with Rika-chan. At least that's what I thought I heard from others. Wait, Rika-chan. Her father died from illness too, and her mother soon after. I felt like I heard she was living by herself. Yeah, she's living with Furude-san right now. They've probably lived many discouraging days without any parents, but they've gotten They've gotten along by helping each other. Okay. Lolis together strong. They gotta take care of each other. Oh, it's wholesome, but it's sad as shit. Going on living without the protection of parents is very difficult for kids that age, I think. But about a son, you can probably understand that as well. I've only survived because I relied on my parents, so the only reply I could give was to a nod. Furude-san is particularly beloved by the older people in the village. As long as she's here, she won't want for much. Come to think of it, you're right. Rika-chan kind of seems like the village mascot sometimes. I don't think she'd have a hard time living here. Rika-chan could just go, meep, just once and get 2 or 3 croquets from a vendor after all. I felt like if she asked for help, everyone in the village would. But that only applies to Furude-san in particular. Satoko-chan doesn't have it the same way. Rika being so spoiled is just an exception. Upon thinking about it normally, living on your own as a child should be fraught with difficulty. It wasn't then very difficult to imagine how much suffering Satoko had to go through just to live. It wasn't very difficult to imagine. Was I really thinking that? No, I was only thinking the words. I couldn't imagine it in the slightest. How was I supposed to imagine it when I saw that annoying smile of hers? There's no way I could. I found out she was living apart from her brother, and I just kind of vaguely thought it was rather unfortunate. I mean, Satoko is smiling so energetically every single day. Was I thinking that her smiling meant she wasn't hurt? That she didn't feel lonely? When she found out my parents were coming home the other night, Satoko said, "A family sitting around the dinner table is the most fun way to enjoy a meal of all." Those words held a lot more weight now. I got fucking heavy up in here. I've seriously considered adopting her. Huh? Adoption? It's a secret. After warning me, Coach put his index finger to his lips. I've lived a really steady life all these years. I own property and I have credit. But marriage is the one thing I never got around to. By law, obviously, a single individual cannot adopt a child. So I can't make Satoko-chan my adopted daughter. What a shame. Didn't take long for my plan to get her to call me Papa to hit a setback. This guy spouts some crazy stuff. At first I was only half listening, but midway through I realized how rude that was. This coach person seriously only wished for this one girl, Satoko, to be happy. That was neither crazy nor was it nonsense. He just wanted her to be happy. Those were his true feelings. Satoko-chan's current lifestyle is probably not a very happy one, but, you know, I want to make it easier for her, even if it's only a little. Of course, I can't do much for her but share my leftover food and do errands that she's not strong enough to do. You're wrong. Satoko's happy. Huh? Coach showed surprise at my having declared that. There are so many people all around her that really want her to be happy. She can't possibly feel otherwise. I spoke with a serious expression quietly, but firmly, all the same. It was my approval of his feelings, and my gratitude as Satoko's Nini. Thank you. Still, keep this a secret from Satoko-chan, okay? If she knew I wanted to adopt her, she'd probably get mad and call me a pervert for wanting me to call her Papa. Okay, let me fix the sentence. If she knew I wanted to adopt her, she'd probably get mad and call me a pervert for wanting me to have her call me Papa. That's probably what that was supposed to mean. I wonder. Satoko may have been somewhat childish, but she was still able to empathize with people. She'd call him that. I knew it. As if my feelings had gotten across, Coach grinned, satisfied, and returned his gaze to the hustle and bustle before us. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda want to be playing Minecraft. Her parents and her older brother. She lost her family, had no relatives, and was holed up with Rika-chan, who was in the same situation. Satoko Hojo. It wouldn't be odd for her to look at her life with despair, but she didn't seem to feel that way. She lived energetically with a smile. I want her to keep smiling forever. It was a naive wish, and yet it was one that he couldn't help hoping for. So, the words that I spoke were the same. What a coincidence. I think the same way. Oh, you too, my Abata-kun. Then what makes us friends? Or then that makes us friends. Let's make a promise. A promise? It's a very simple one. The coach said this, giving me a grin. that we will never, ever make her cry. It was short and to the point. Yeah. I promise to. Coach nodded happily. We exchanged no more words after that. We just sat there comfortably, gazing at Satoko and everyone else having a good time. She'd certainly lost family, but there were people watching over her. How reassuring that must have been. Just hypothetically, if he did adopt Satoko, what would you do? That's a tough one. Coach gave a wry, happy smile, then exaggeratedly tilted his head in contemplation. I do that all the time. Well, first I had to get her to call me master, and re-educate her in the ways of maid-servant. Oh, man, the culture I see. Oh. Oh, fuck, why am I tired? I got good sleep last night. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, well, now I gotta put... What the fuck was that? Fucking yawn and stretch, and then all of a sudden, like, my entire body goes numb, and, like, I'm lightheaded as fuck. Like, what the hell is that? I got no idea. I still feel relatively okay. Like, I'm still frozen, but, like, I don't know. Huh. What? Does this guy always have to pick the craziest time to say the craziest things? Maibara-kun? I haven't said anything yet. What are you talking about? I heard it loud and clear. Oh, that's right. I clearly said I want to put Satoko on a wooden bondage horse and make her my meat slave. Hell yeah. See, that's how you win me over, like that. Ah, that sounds nice. Sasuke-chan on a wooden horse. Please leave the item using play for after she's acquired the proper knowledge. It would be very dangerous to go in with the wrong idea. Hold up. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on, I need to send this screenshot to somebody real fast. Hold up. There he is. Oh, where is it? Where is it? You're welcome, Friedel. I get it. They do always write on labels to only use things for their intended purposes after all. That's right. Kei-chan, you do understand. Then, with that, it's time for... My hand shot out and grabbed Mion, smiling, waving, and about to leave by the nape of her neck. Hey, wait right there. Don't just show up out of the nowhere and then start saying crazy stuff. Speaking of saying crazy stuff, I thought the South Dakota love talk you were having with the coach was pretty crazy too. I could perform a reenactment of the adoption bit. Want to see? Nah! You've been hiding ever since then? Kei-chan, you can't even beat my sister. You're 100 years too early to challenge me. This was Shion Sonozaki, the younger of the Sonozaki twins. Though she hadn't a scrap of the reserved quality you'd expect from a little sister. She was a villain no better than her older sister, Mion. She's best girl, though. We met the other day in town, and I dug myself into a hole when I mistook her for Mion. Unlike Mion, Shion and she were living, Shion said she was living in Okinomiya, so I thought that we'd never see each other again, but to think that we actually would. Hold up. There we go. My frankly displeased expression didn't change a bit either. This must have been what people mean when they say something is like water off a duck's back. Huh? Shion-san, you came. I was disappointed because I thought you wouldn't make it. Well, I couldn't think of anything else to do, really. Figured I'd come and tease you all a little. Coach, why did you need to call Shion to our victory celebration? How did she contribute to our team's win? Well, you see, I'm actually the manager for the Hidemizawa Fighters. The manager? No way. Then why weren't you at the game yesterday? That's because I'm like a ghost manager. She seemed to think I'd forgive her if she snuck out her tongue and smiled. She wasn't sorry at all. The match wasn't nearly as pretty without you there. I won't tell you to come to practices, but couldn't you at least come to games to root for us like you used to? I'll think about it. Maybe if I will if Kei-chan joins the Hidemizawa Fighters. I can't get into a cheering mood when there's no good-looking guys on the team. Huh? Did Shion just smoothly say something absurd? Ah, my girl, you shooting your shot. Let's go. I'm down. You down? I'm down. What's up, girl? Shion? You little... where did you come from? Suddenly, Mion came running over, latched onto my shoulder, and pulled me toward her. Aw, it's me, Chan's little sister. Hello, Shi-chan. Hello, Rena. How much do you remember my name? We only met once. Oh, not at all. Thanks for remembering your Rena's name, too. Cut the stupid greetings. You're not allowed to solicit Kei-chan. He's the hope of our club. Don't pull him out. Don't pull him out and put him into baseball like he's some kind of plant. Are we getting the two twins to fight over us? Let's go. Let's go. Fight, fight, fight. They're the Hidemizawa Fighters after all. Mion gave a low growl as she grappled my arm. She looked like a little girl desperately clinging to her toy. Oh shit, what's today? Wednesday? D&D's tonight! Yes! At least I hope so. Fuck. I don't think there's been any notifications to say otherwise. Let's go. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I fucking read grappled, and it reminded me of fucking D&D. I was like, oh shit, what's today? Yep, Cage-kun is the star rookie of our club. We can never trade him away. Then his smile had a nonchalant bloodthirst. She was blocking Shion's way, ready to unleash an ultimate attack if she got within 2 meters of me. Ah, I felt like this is gonna turn into a bloody battle. Fight, 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 fight. That's too bad. We'll leave the negotiations for another time. You don't have the right to negotiate. Coach, why did you call Shion here too? She's a ghost member. She's been slacking off for the last year. I just thought it would be even more fun if Shion-chan was here. Yep. It definitely worked. Fuck hiccups. Hold up. God damn, right-headed. Alright. Should get rid of the hiccups. Alright. That was what he planned for all along. Mission accomplished. Hey! Kei-chan, come over here! We're all playing a game. With strings attached, of course. Shi-chan, how about you? The rules are simple and it'll be fun. Should I? I'll just win if I join in after all. I don't want to ruin my sister's presidential image. Mion, now irritated, turned around with a glare. Ugh. What is it, my sister? Should I join in to make this battle of the siblings? For your sake, I don't think we should, but if you want to. Blah! I won't let you play, Shion. We're leaving you out. Ugh. Whoa. Mion just avoided a direct confrontation. It seemed like the twins were completely incompatible with each other. You won't let her play? I was looking forward to seeing you two face off. I hate Shion. I'm bad against her. An angry Mion dragged me away. Slide! Do your best! I'll be rooting for you. Go for it, Kei-chan. Yay! Shion waved her hand at us, reveling in the bliss of teasing Mion. Alright. Club activities had begun, which meant I needed to clear my mind. Get the twins out of my mind. Get the twins out of my mind. Alright, cool. What was today's battle? Today's punishment game. I'd take anything on. Okay, Keiichi-san. You should prepare yourself. We're going all out today. Great. Bring it on. Satoko or not, I would crush you all mercilessly. Then I will profit from your battle and fish yourself up a win. Then I'll get all the mentor raids first and ride them to victory. Oh. And he could try to flat like a manta ray. Okay. I want to take you home. Okay, everyone. We have a lot of people today, so let's play something easy and simple. Today's game is... Damn, gonna end it there like that? Do us dirty like that? Everyone who lost the game dropped out and had to clean up after the barbecue. Xiong laughed more uproariously than anyone I'd heard when she saw my loser face. Okay. Was my getting bombed out of the game really that funny? Yeah. Man, oh man, Kei-chan's face! He was like, how could you still call yourselves human? Damn it. I had it all worked out when I bought up the scissors. If only Satsuko and Rika hadn't betrayed me. It was going great while we had maintained a united front, but Satsuko had been quicker to betray me than I her. She was just a tiny bit better than me. Ugh. I warned you about trusting Satsuko. Oh. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun were unanimously wearing "I told you so" faces. Incidentally, those two were victims of Satsuko's traps pretty early on as well. Damn. I was trying to do well enough to make up for you two. And once again, for the showdown, it didn't matter. Maybe this meant I couldn't match up to the other members yet. Nah, see, you gotta just look out for yourself. You can't be doing shit for other people, you know? Hey, what's up, Ethan? How you doing? Oh, you missed an excellent bit a second ago. Here, hold on. Let me send it to you. Where you at? Here you are. Here you go. Okay, it's sent. Oh, okay. You were going to have the lowest ranked member of the club play a punishment game, weren't you? Okay. I was kind of confused because like you would like respond as I was like, wait, hold up, what? And I was like, you said that, I was like, hold on, let me type at him real fast. Let me type at him menacingly. You missed some great shit. Did you see the message that the screenshot I sent? It's from just a little bit ago. It was great. It was great. Ah, something is in my eye. Fuck you, eyelashes. Stop betraying me. Yeah, I know, right? Anyways. Shion remarked as though forcing me to recall something I tried to forget, even for a moment. Is that right? Come to think of it, Maibata-san. When you came up with the punishment game with the president, you looked really heated up. What on earth did you decide on? The what? Really? Oh, damn, yeah. What the hell? I mean, I guess this morning stream I could forgive it because it was all botched. Like, there was something going on with fucking Streamlabs, but what the fuck? Huh. I have no idea how to fix that. I guess I can mess with it after stream. Huh. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Yeah. Earlier, Mion told me to get an Angel More uniform ready. Does that have anything to do with it? You told me to get the biggest size I could find. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun were giving me these complex, indescribable looks, mixing empathy, pity, and the desire to see something scary, all at once. Wait, is he going... Wait. All she could do now was laugh. Strangely enough, the more she laughed, the more I felt like it was actually funny. Ugh! I lost! Oh my Bada-san, what's the matter? You're smiling, crying, and howling. Come on, sissy boy! Dress up in the uniform! It's okay, he's just pretending not to like it. He can't hide his excitement at the opportunity to gain valuable experience, using the punishment game as an excuse. Oh. Is Mayabata secretly a sissy? Right? Wrong! What do you mean valuable experience? I held my head in my hands in agony. The state of mind, my state of mind could be summed up with a 3-letter word. It was sob. Coach gently put his hand on my shoulders. Was he comforting me? Mayabata-san, in times where you must accept hardship, you should imagine that you're a domesticated maid. That killed me. I'm choking on my hair. Oh my god. Oh, well. Breathe. See? Don't sadistic things seem kind of fun now? Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Red in the face and indulging in his imagination. Still holding my shoulders, Coach said, "Oh, master," and started twirling around like a ballerina. I kind of want to... I'm torn because I want to keep going, but at the same time I want to end stream. That way when we come back, we still got more. The tough choices. Oh man. It's a struggle. Oh, what do I choose? Do I fucking kill myself and like with my laughter and keep playing, or do I wait until next time? And just like start back up with this because it's fucking hilarious. I had to wonder what kind of word associations he was going on in his head. At the very least, it was much different than what was in mine. The first thing that comes to mind when I think of domestication certainly isn't maids. Tobita-kun, Okamura-kun, your coach is pretty funny. I'm surprised he can even be a coach. Tobita-kun and Okamura-kun exchanged glances and answered with dry smiles. Then they added that he was a really nice person most of the time, which is something you'd normally say about a person like that. The coach's questionable revolutions slowed to a stop, and then his expressions returned to a clear, calm one, almost making what just happened seem like an illusion. He could switch gears way too fast. Yeah. Then let us start cleaning up. Mayabata-san, you seem quite strong. Could you bring out the plates over to the wash basins and clean them? Or basins? Right on it. I hoisted the dirty barbecue plates, each with slimy oil clinging to it, and looked for the wash basins. These are heavy. Where are the wash bins? Over there? Figuring I should make it there before my arms gave out, I headed towards it in a trot. A lot of the adults who had been helping out were using the wash basins, so I gave up and looked for a different set. I asked them and they told me there were more right by the assembly hall too, so I decided to head that way. The music's cut out, what the fuck's going to happen? Rather than multiple basins, there was just one faucet there. I initially thought it would be too small to wash plates as big as these, but it would probably still be faster than waiting for a faucet to open up back there. I turned the faucet and water much nicer looking Then it gushed. Wait. I turned the faucet, and water much nicer looking than it gushed forth. I put a plate underneath the faucet and scrubbed it with my hand to try and rub it clean. It didn't go very well. Here you go. A sponge and dish soap. You can't wash them with just water. It was Shion. She threw a brand new sponge and a container filled with cleaner to me. Oh, thanks. You should have just put them by the basins and left it to the grown-ups. You're always doing the right thing. I got the feeling that wasn't quite a compliment. I answered her with a forced smile. I'm surprised to learn you're the manager for the Hidemizawa Fighters. I thought you didn't do stuff like that because it's too much of a bother. Yeah, it is quite a bother. That's why I've stopped showing up entirely. Didn't Coach say he wanted you to come back? Should pay a visit once in a while. If I feel like it, I guess. Shion made it sound like the end of the world could have happened before she felt like it. Whoops. Fuck hiccups. I couldn't keep washing the dishes while preoccupied with conversation. Fuck hiccups, goddamn, hold up. Okay, hopefully now they're gone. Whoa. So I decided to take my task seriously. Shion neither offered to help nor got my way. She just quietly watched the water flowing from the faucet. Oh right, I heard something. You were the star player in yesterday's game, weren't you? Satoko hit the home run, so I think she was the real star player. I didn't know she had those kinds of reflexes. It surprised me. She's totally different from Satoshi-kun. There's not much doubt that all the athletic ability in the family went to her. Shion smiled as she spoke, her eyes looking at something far away, betraying her reminiscence. Whatever that, however you say that word. Satoshi-kun? Satoko Hojo's older brother. You know, Satoshi Hojo-kun. Oh, right. You just moved here this year, didn't you, Kei-chan? You wouldn't have ever met him. I was a little surprised that Shion knew about Satoshi. Never met him, but I know a little. After their parents passed away, he transferred to a different school, right? I avoided saying that he ran away from home, and used the slightly more vague words that everyone else did. Transfer? Who said anything like that? I hadn't yet realized that Shion's tone had changed slightly. Well, I mean, who was it then? Yeah, I heard it from someone. That he transferred. Who? You said that because you asked someone, right? Who did I ask? I don't really remember. Even so, he transferred. So that's it, right? Not like there's a problem with it. There is one. Does that mean there's a record of his transfer to another school? And that someone saw it? Or heard about it? Around that time, I not only noticed how awfully caught up on this Shion was, but also how startlingly dangerous her eyes had begun to look. Shion? What's up? You look really serious. With that, Shion seemed to realize the expression she was making. She took a deep breath, pretended to fix her hair, and went back to her composed expression from before. Oh, I'm sorry. But Kei-chan, you don't know much about Satoshi-kun, so please don't say that he transferred or anything like that. I'm serious. Please. I realized I must have said something I shouldn't have. But I wasn't immediately sure of what I should apologize for, so I just said one safe word for now. Sorry. I just sort of heard he transferred and believed it. Was it actually something else? It was, of course. Preceded by his parents, he had left his sister and run away. But I'd want to try and avoid using the words run away, so I pretended to not know. Upon seeing my flustered reply, Shion realized she was intimidating me, and lowered her voice. I'm sorry. I'm not blaming you or anything for anything, Kei-chan. I was being a little harsh. I apologize. I didn't really mind. It was a fib. I was actually a little scared, even. Was there something wrong with saying he ran away? Was there some sort of misunderstanding in saying that he transferred? But before I could ask her, she turned on her heel to leave. Hey, Shion. Right, good luck with those. Looks like your plate is last. That's the last one you need to wash. Okay. So, what we know so far about Satoshi, right, is it's either he's transferred away, he ran away, and he got demoned away. How I'm looking at it is he ran away from home, right? And to avoid that being the reason people say, some people say he's transferred, but like going along with the Oyashiro-sama's curse, it fits in because they don't know where he went. He just vanished, right? So they could be saying that he got demoned away. Or it's because he got demoned away and that's why people think he ran away, right? Or transferred, right? Huh. If I'm remembering that correctly, right? In the previous games, it was said that he was part of the Oyashiro-sama's curse. Like, he was a victim of it, right? Yeah, because the first game, we started acting like him before he, quote-unquote, transferred. And then there was, like, the whole connection made that we were going to get demoned away, too, or transferred away, as Jordana would say. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to also remember from the anime, but like for the life of me I can't. Anyways. Her final remark reminded me of the dishes I had so easily forgotten about. So immersed in conversation, were we that it got pretty late. Alright, fucking Yoda, what the hell? I turned the faucet again to get the water flowing faster. Whoosh! I violently scrubbed the plate. Violently. When I turned back around, Shion was no longer there. By the time I'd finished washing the plates, most of the other things had been cleaned up. The air had cooled off before I realized it, and as the heat that had stuck with us all day dispersed, a nice breeze started to blow. Okay, everyone, could I have your attention? Coach got everyone together to make his closing remarks. And with that, another fun day drew to its close. In the end, Mion ended the game with a magnificent victory. Satoko and Rika-chan, who had labored so hard to betray me, had fallen into a huge trap afterwards, leaving them flustered about more than a few things. People who betray others will one day be betrayed themselves. Never been more true, huh? Ah, you're not the one I wanted to hear that from, Keiichi-san. Renata didn't fall for anyone's tricks. That's how I got second. Second. Lynette doesn't buy into lies very easily. She has a sharp wit. Sharp wit. I'm surprised. She seems like she would fall for the first lie to come her way. Hey, thank you, thank you. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, we're on the third game, Tatari Goroshi. I can never say it properly, but yeah. I've already played through the first two games. We're, I believe, on chapter 4 right now. After, like, the celebrating festival of the baseball match. Like, it's literally, like, basically just finished. But yeah. Yep. Already finished that line. Funny you should say that, Kei-chan. You desired to prey upon others, and right away you became the prey instead. Make sure you don't fall for those dumb schemes that promise higher returns the more friends you rope in, okay? Yes. Third game, but we're on chapter 4. Here. See, we ended last stream on chapter 3. Like, the games are set up into their own chapters, so, yeah. Yeah. I'll try harder. Sob. I can't convincingly sob right now. Sorry. Even good friends will lay traps mercilessly and betray everyone in sight once they get into a serious enough game. But despite that, once it's all over, they can feel refreshed and laugh together. It reminded me of how we were all such great friends. Anyways, I'm looking forward to Keiichi-san's punishment game. However, can you really implement such a thing? I would think the store manager would have a thing or two to say about it, no? I wonder. Maybe Keiichi-kun will be really cute. Cute. I kinda wanna see. Oh. Seven. I am unaware of what that is. So, I'm going to have to say yeah. I just got this off Steam. I looked up Higurashi on there. I was like, I bet. Download all this. And there we go. It's been pretty good so far. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'll trip him up and make him wipe the floor. Oh, that would be great. Ah! Why couldn't I win now of all times? Whenever I think I'll definitely win today, and that I'll make someone else play the punishment game, I lose. Years long project? There's a fan model menu. I might like check that out, like probably like free time or like look it up and shit. But yeah. Cool. Yep. Is it not enough? Do I not believe hard enough in victory? Ah! Oh, the wailing of the loser tastes like sweet honey. How sad, how sad. Pat, pat. This is how you get stronger, Keiichi-kun. It's like I'm looking at Michan from last year. Michan last year? What? Did she always lose and moan about it in the past? How very interesting. I didn't know our undefeated president, Mion, was once like that. No need to talk about that. Mion hastily covered it in his mouth. Everyone watching burst out laughing. Also, since you're watching right now, quick warning. I can't read and I can't fucking talk. So bear with me, I fucking love this track, man. I get distracted by him all the time. Finally, Rika-chan pulled on Satsuka's sleeves. Okay, we should be going soon. Tick times, yeah. Oh yes, we must go shopping for dinner, mustn't we? I wanted to keep talking like this forever, but it was getting late. We split up with Satoko and Nika-chan and decided to get on our way home. Alright, bye! See you tomorrow at school! Everyone waves to each other and split up for the short time between now and tomorrow. Okay, let's go! We began walking down the tall staircase leading from the shrine grounds. Oh, that's pretty. As the sun started to set, the afternoon's heat began to disperse as though it were never there. Ugh, fuck hiccups. Just listening to the chorus of the Higurashi was enough to make me forget about how hot it had been today. Come to think of it, it's still June, huh? We didn't have a rainy season at all this year. Like, all of a sudden it's just summer, you know? Now that I thought about it, she was right. It was June, the season of long rain, of hydrangeas, that word, and snails. I haven't seen a real rainy season since transferring here. According to the weather forecast, it's supposed to get more rainy during the first part of the week. They were warning people about heavy showers. I hope it doesn't run into Watanagashi. That's right. The rainy season's supposed to be a rainy. Then I likes all the rain in the rainy season. What? So much rain that just... What? So much rain just makes me depressed. Hey, Kei-chan. Huh? Ah. I was a little spaced out, so I was late in answering Mion. Alright, cool. Have fun with your meal. Have a good dinner. Oh yeah, for sure I'll check it out when I get a chance. I was thinking back to my conversation with her sister. When I said that Satoshi transferred, Shion clearly got angry. She was mad at me for saying something so careless. I mean, it may have been a vague way of skirting around the fact that he had run away from home. But I didn't think it was so bad that Shion would need to feel mad about it. I wasn't really satisfied with it. I felt like a child, completely ignorant of what he was being scolded for. So my thoughts spilled out of my mouth in a very direct fashion. Satoko had a brother, right? Named Satoshi, I think. Oh, nice. Steak sounds pretty good. After this, I'll probably be eating cereal, so, you know, pretty good too. Huge improvements. Alright, you're hyping this up. I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't know if I'll stream it because I've been sticking with these games, but yeah, for sure. What? As soon as I said the name Satoshi, Lena and Mion both lost their relaxed, comfortable mood and made strange expressions. Should I have avoided talking about this? That's what they made me think. But I've already said it, so that's that. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested. What happened to Satoshi again? Did he move away? That was such a transparent way of putting it, but in my desire to know everything, I feigned ignorance. Oh, cool. It's pretty pog. I don't, really got a place. I mean, I just got a PC, obviously, but, the only other thing I've got is, my old Xbox One console I had for, like, fucking years before I got the PC, so... It's pretty cool. Mion turned around and looked to Rina for assistance. Rina looked between us, then quietly and softly spoke. Wait, did we not tell you? He transferred out. When I said those words to Shion, she got upset. So I answered her with the same words Shion had given me. Transferred? Who told you something like that? Huh? I'd only intended to borrow Shion's words, but I said it exactly the same way she had, right down to the thorns of my voice. Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, I don't think I could do the voice acting. I've been voicing the characters like since like basically day one. And like I tried playing Clanad, and it's got voices in it, and I just ended up like at the very least I turned down the voices really down, like really low, because I still wanted to hear them, because their voice acting was great, but I just couldn't stop speaking their lines. So yeah, that and like their lines were only Japanese, but yeah. Uh, yeah, I mean, no, this is all updated. Here, uh, it's updated character sprites. I don't know if, like, the dialogue and stuff's, like, updated or what have you, but music is more important. I mean, so far the music in this game is fucking fantastic. I love it. But, like, so is that, like, better? Because if so, if they can top this shit, I'm gonna have to check that shit out. What the hell? When I realized what I had done, I immediately tried to soften my remark. If he really transferred, there would be records of it at school and stuff, right? But is there actually anything like that? Oh, cool. I mean, on full screen right now. I don't think it's too big of a deal. But, I don't know. But cool, cool. Mion and Erdena, their eyes grew wide. They were at a loss for words. I started to feel like I was doing something really bad. I thought they were only hiding the fact that Satsuko's older brother ran out of consideration for her. I'm not trying to blame you for anything, okay? I just wanted to ask what happened to Satsuki, that's all. I wasn't trying to blame him. The fact that I had to remind them even looked like I was tormenting them with an impossible question. No. Maybe I was actually bullying them. Maybe I had lashed out of them in retaliation for Shion getting mad at me. Okay, I will say, I don't know why, but the grammar and stuff in this game has been kind of spotty. Like I'm noticing it every now and then. The translation's a little off. It's kind of funny you're coming in with like this like side thing that's like supposed to be like improved and shit. It's kind of funny because it's like all the other prior games so far are like spot on. Like the only thing that was messed up was just my poor reading ability. But now it's like a couple times now where it's like the words themselves seem like kind of mismatched. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me though. But anyways, this whole day had been so much fun, but now why did I go and say something that made all of that meaningless? I couldn't help but regret my own careless curiosity. That's enough. Let's drop it now. As I was about to say that, Mion spoke up. Well, it's not like we were hiding it or lying. I hope you understand that's not what we were trying to do. Mion's tone conveyed her genuine awkwardness. It sounded like the excuse of a child who'd been presented with evidence of her own mischief. Satoshi, well, he didn't transfer schools, Mion said, resigning herself. But I felt bad for pushing her to say that. So, it's okay, Mion. Let's stop talking about Satoshi. Sorry for teasing you. I wanted to apologize, but right before that, he won't come back. What? Unlike Mion's stammering reply, then it was extremely clear and resolute. He won't come back? What? He won't come back home, ever since that day. He won't come back. That's a very strange way of putting it. Normally you would say he hadn't come back yet. At least, I thought you'd only say it like Urena did if he wasn't capable of coming back. You wouldn't say it like that when talking about someone who ran away from home. What do you mean he won't come back? Where did Satoshi go? Don't know. Urena's word choice felt very cold to me. It was so cold that I couldn't muster a response right away. Well, she's right. After that day, Satoshi hasn't returned home. Ah, my eyes. Mion noticed the deadlock between us and hurriedly followed up on what Urena had said. Well, that is, everyone in the village searched for him, and we even got the police to help us look. And, well, they started thinking that maybe he ran away. They started thinking he maybe ran away? When running away from home, I thought you were supposed to leave a note or something. So when Satoshi ran away, he would probably have left some kind of a letter apologizing to Satoko. That was just kind of what I figured. But from the way Mion was talking, it seemed a little different than just running away from home. The police did an investigation. Satoshi had been earning money at a part-time job, and had some put aside. And they learned that on the day he vanished, he withdrew it all. And then, at Nagayo Station, or something, they spotted someone who looked a lot like Satoshi. He withdrew all his savings to fund his escape from home. Was that it? It seemed consistent enough to me, but before I could say anything... I think that's a lie. Satoshi-kun didn't run away, declared Urena shortly. Hey, wait. So if he didn't transfer schools, or move away, and he didn't run away from home, then what on earth? Stop it, Urena! Mion whispered to her. Urena, however, continued on without interruption. And then she said this. Because of Zoyashiro-sama's curse. Huh? A curse? It took some time before I understood what Urena meant by that. Mion clicked her tongue and shook her head a little. Satoshi talked to me before he disappeared. He said someone was watching him. Stalking him. Oh. I just now realized her change. I like that. I like that. They even followed him home. He told me that when he went to bed, they were standing there at his bedside, looking down at him. Stop it, Urena. It's a pertinent part. It's a portent of Oyashiro-sama's curse. There's no doubt. I think somewhere deep down, Satoshi-kun was probably thinking about abandoning Hinamizawa and running away. And Oyashiro-sama wouldn't allow that. I said stop it. Oyashiro-sama is the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. He would never allow anyone to abandon Hinamizawa and run away. I apologized for it, but Satoshi-kun probably didn't. It must have been. It must have been Oyashiro-sama's curse! Oyashiro-sama's curse? I hadn't intended to repeat it, but the words came out of my mouth anyway. Oyashiro-sama's curse. The police may have said he ran away, but I don't believe it. I won't believe it. Not ever. It's just a lie told by the self-important people in the village who don't want to admit it was the curse. And whether or not you believe in Oyashida-sama's curse, it's... Wham! Mion struck Ridena in the head. And not in a joking way either. I told you to give her rest, didn't I? I try to be nice, but you're pushing me to my limits. Pushing her to her limits. Actually, there was plenty of displeasure and anger in Mion's face at that moment. For a few moments after being hit, Ridena looked astonished. Perhaps the voices of the Higurashi calmed her frantic mind, because a little while after, she regained her original calm expression. Ooh, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that. I'm a big fan of that. We arrived at the place we always split up with Mion. No one said a word until we got there. The voices of the Higurashi just tortured our ears with their buzzing. We'd always split up with Mion here, leaving just Ridena and me. Hey, Kei-chan. Didn't I promise to lend you some manga? Want to come over real quick? Huh? She promised that? However, I quickly realized it was a convenient way of saying she wanted to talk to me alone. Oh, I see. Okay, then Ridena will go home. Maybe she realized it. Maybe she didn't. Thankfully, Ridena quickly said she'd go home before us. Bye, Ridena. See you tomorrow. Yup. See you tomorrow. Keiji-kun, don't be too much of a bother now. It's already evening. I'm just going to borrow a few books. See ya. Considering the fun we had, it was a very insipid, lonely parting. Hey, don't worry too much about before. After a little while, Mion finally spoke. Quite some time had passed since splitting up with Ridena. No, I'm not really. I think it was my fault anyway. But we weren't trying to hide anything about Satoshi. It's just one of those things we shouldn't mention, you know? At this point, I understood exactly what she meant by that. Judging by our odd interactions with Ridena, I understood so well it hurt. That I shouldn't ever talk about it again. Actually, if that's the case, then with Shion too. No, this is a bigger problem. Talking about it in the first place had been indiscreet. I shouldn't have been interested in it at all. But that's why I really had to think about it. About why everyone got so irritated. Idiot! Stop this, Keiichi Maebara! By the time I tried to warn myself, I had accidentally spoken already. I won't ask ever again, so could you tell me honestly? What on earth happened to Satoshi? He ran away, right? Okay. Okay. Let's go. For a long time, Mion remained silent. But finally, unable to endure it all any longer, she began to speak timidly. Fuck, hiccups, goddamn, hold up. Have you heard about Oyashida-sama's curse? Just a little bit. I got the gist of it. I only overheard someone in class talking about it, though. Oyashiro-sama was the name of the deity protecting Hinamizawa that they worship at the shrine we had the barbecue at today. A few years ago, when they started talking about flooding Hinamizawa as part of the dam project, one of the people worked on site died or something, and had blamed it on Oyashiro-sama's curse. Well, people blamed it. That's how it was. Satoshi's dead parents. They were proponents of the dam project. Huh? Wasn't everyone in the village against it? Why would they support the project if they lived here? The dam project that would flood the entirety of Hinamizawa. I'd heard the village got all together to fight the terrible project, but it was a little hard to believe there were villagers who were supporting it. Well, there was a lot of stuff going on, but not everyone agreed to stand up to the dam proposal. Satoshi's parents were basically the leaders of those who were all for it. Leaders of the ones for it? Satoko and Satoshi's parents? Yeah. The government had gathered a lot of compensation money to exchange for the construction of the dam. There were plenty of people who agreed with the proposal because they wanted the money. Aside from a few households, Hinamizawa was, in general, not very affluent. And not because they were proud to inherit the land of their ancestors. It wouldn't be strange if some people wanted enough money to start a new life. But even in that case, they would have had to hesitate to say so, given the situation. It just happened to be Satoko and Satoshi's parents, who understood that, and stood up to be their representatives. By that standard, you might say Satoko and Satoshi's parents were very heroic. They volunteered to be hated, all to help those without much money who didn't have a voice. And then, their parents had bad luck. They died in an accident on the day of the festival honoring Oyashiro-sama. So people started to think that maybe it had been Oyashiro-sama's curse. I thought back to what Coach told me today. They went to a nature park on a family outing and fell from a cliff. So, people thought even Satoshi running away from home was because of Oyashiro-sama's curse? Well, yeah, basically. It was a bit of an evasive reply, but I felt it was wrong to ask any further, so I didn't press her for details. I don't think I need to explain this, but for Satoko, her parents' accident and Satoshi's running away, and all the business about Oyashiro-sama's curse, none of it's a very happy story, you know? Yeah, of course I know. I could only nod silently. That's why we're not mentioning anything about Satoko's family. Even if someone asks about Satoshi, well, we just lie and say he transferred schools. You can understand why, right? They wanted to protect Satoko's happiness, her smile. As someone who thought that way once, even for a short time, I really did regret having been imprudent enough to broach the topic to begin with. Yeah. I get it. I'm sorry I asked something so careless. When she heard that, Mion smiled, seeming a little relieved. Without understanding, thinking that I should get it going, I began to make my way home. I could really have stopped by Mion's house, but it was really late, or it was already late. I'd stop by again the next time I had the chance. Bye then, Mion. Sorry about today. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Goodbye. We waved to each other. Then suddenly remembering something, Mion called out to me. Kei-chan! One more thing. Not only around Satoko, could you keep quiet about Satoshi with Rena too? Huh? I think you realized earlier, but for some reason, when it comes to Oyashida-sama's curse, she gets extremely serious. Ever since she transferred here. Hmm. Yeah, judging by how Redena was acting earlier, it was clearly no laughing matter to her. Mion had interrupted the conversation for us, but if Mion hadn't been there, what might have happened? Why would Redena be so serious about it? Not only Redena, either, but Shion too. God, so... fuck hiccups. God damn it. What up? I don't know. Redena is... Oh, this is a secret, okay? If you tell anyone, we're not friends anymore. Mion emphasized this with her as her expression clouded even further. I won't tell. What's this about Redena? She says she's been visited by Oyashida-sama's curse before. Huh? Well, it may sound mean, but I think it might be a bad case of a, persecution complex, or some kind of wrong assumption. But she says so herself, so I believe her. If I poke fun at it, she gets pretty upset. Redena jokes around all the time, but she's really scary when she's mad. I get it. Don't talk about it in front of Redena, right? About Satoshi? Yeah. If possible, I think we shouldn't talk about this ever again. For her sake. And for Satoko's. For everyone else, too. And if I must say, for your own sake, too, Kei-chan. With her silence, Mion made sure I knew that. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Thanks. Saying only that, she waved her hand and began walking away. I watched her go, a little dazed, and then started walking myself. Satoko's older brother, Satoshi. He had run away from home? Or had he been a victim of the curse and disappeared forever? Whichever the case, none of this was anything I should have asked about. The cooling air forced me into self-reflection. I wanted Satoko to smile, yet my curiosity easily defeated me, and I frivolously tried to step into the dark side of things in a joking way. I'm shameful. I wanted today to be exactly like yesterday. I wanted tomorrow to be just as fun as today. So, why did I go and do something like that? We were having a blast at the baseball game yesterday. And today we had a blast at the big barbecue party, too. It was a lot of fun. But then I went and almost nullified all of those fun times. I would have to be more careful starting tomorrow. I would have to put all this unpleasant stuff behind me forever. Like hell I'm gonna let my enjoyable life end because of how careless I was today. But the more I thought that I'd be more careful starting tomorrow, the more I couldn't get rid of the ominous thought that I had already put an end to those enjoyable days with what I had just done. Ooh. Hey, wait. Calm down, Keiichi Maebara. The gears of destiny are freaking gigantic, aren't they? What happened just now is trivial. It doesn't make any sense to think my life would be totally different starting tomorrow. But even though I understood it logically, the mist in my head wasn't going to fade. Until tomorrow turned out to be as fun as today. I'm just acting weird. I'm thinking a little too much about that conversation. I wish tomorrow would come already. I wanted to make it. Wanted it to make me understand how absurd my insignificant doubts really were. The night was long. Alright. Alright, if this is the end of the chapter, we'll do the tips. And I want to jump on to some more hardcore real fast. Ooh, 3 tips? Cool, cool. Because, like, honestly, I'm like, oh, I just want to be playing it. Alright, let's get through these tips. The slacking manager. Shion-san, why don't you help out a little? Are you asking a girl to carry something heavy? This is why you still haven't found a nice lady at your age, coach. Well, you see, at times like these, here's what people say. It's none of your business. He was loading the station wagon with heaps of equipment we'd use for today's barbecue meeting. All the fathers and sons who had helped were starting to get on their way. Alright. So, Shion, why did you come all this way here? If you rode here on your bike, I can give you a lift. I did, but it'll be fun I'll be fine riding back. I appreciate your consideration. I was glad you came out today. Things didn't quite fit together without the manager here. Alright, cool. Once we get through these tips, I'm finna hop on some Minecraft, alright? Just let you know. Am I still the manager? I've been shirking my duties for an entire year. So maybe you should just fire an incompetent manager already. Cool. Alright. If you say you want to quit, then I'll fire you whenever you want. That's not fair. Let me go soon, please. Every time I don't show up at a game, I get an annoying phone call. I can't stand those. If you were more honest with yourself, Shion-chan, you'd be far cuter. Your father is so sad. Where did he go so wrong as to deserve such a rebellious daughter? Oh, perhaps if your father catches you in a big, loving embrace, you'll open your eyes? Well then, don't mind if I do. Come here! Coach was fooling around with all his might, but Shion just smiled into the distance without responding. Nothing's changed. You're still a weirdo, Coach, and everyone's still lively as ever. Even though Sachishi-kun isn't here? Is that what you wanted to say? He'll come home. I'm sure of it. He has someone waiting for him. Say whatever you want. He sure is cruel, isn't he? Going off to who knows where, leaving such a cute girlfriend behind. Huh? Your girlfriend? Who? Who? Uh-huh? Jeez. Quit laughing already. Coach! Coach bent over and laughed heartily for a little while. We'll see each other again. Please come and root for us once in a while, okay? If I feel like it. I have no desire to be the manager anymore after all. That's fine. If you don't like it, I'll fire you. I'm not the kind of person who likes forcing people to do things against their will. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. You win this round. If I feel like it, I'll come root for you. So for today, just be patient. Whoops. That time already? It's past time to return all this. I'm already making them wait for me. I'll be leaving for today then. Let's meet again at the game. Yes, if I feel like it. Goodbye, Coach. Huh. Alright, so, she likes Satoshi. Oh, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. How did I forget that? Yeah, she likes soft tissue. Copy of the preliminary autopsy. Okay. It's out of fucking nowhere. The autopsy suggests the victim was killed in the following manner. 1. Entire body bound in restraints. Traces left behind from when the body seemed to have been bound indicated usage of a specific restraining table, rather than rope or another common method. Finger joints on either hand appear to have been bound specifically tightly. Highly likely that the table was either specially made or homemade given this information. 2. Both the ears and nose severed with a sharp blade. Traces of the restraint and other things seem to suggest there was at least one more other than the one who severed these body parts holding down the victim's head. Possible that multiple blades were used, with one of them most likely being scissors or shears. 3. 5 nails penetrated fingers on each hand. 1 long nail stuck in each joint of the finger on each hand, for a total of 30. The deceased's fingers were nailed to wooden planks planks 20 square centimeters large. Extremely likely these planks were a part of the restraining table. In addition, it is likely that the table was originally designed for just such a purpose. 4. Abdomen and intestines removed. The incision in the abdomen is likely to have been a technique grounded in medieval methodology, using a sharp blade. Estimated that there was still no threat to the victim's life at this stage. After all, the organs inside the incision were dismantled and removed. The victim likely died as a result of this process. 5. Body disposed. After fastening a dumbbell to the victim's neck using a commercial pet collar, the victim was likely abandoned in the Oji River's third drain. Judging by the dumbbell weight, it's highly possible they would have needed at least 3 grown men to have disposed of the body. 2. Oishi-san. Here's a copy of the preliminary autopsy of the slaughtered corpse in the Oji River. Chief Shigeharu sees this as having a possible relation to the S group. What are your thoughts, Oishi-san? Huh? Okay. That sounds oddly familiar to what Shion was trying to do to us. Or Mion? Fuck, whatever twin it was, I can't remember now. Mion. Because of Shion that it was captured. Mion was the one trying to do it to us on the table. Like, nail our hands down and shit. Yeah. East, round 3. Okay. There it is, Ron. 3 Chun. 3 Dora, Mongnan, with 1,500 extra. What? What's up with that? How do you have 3 Dora? You idiot. You're the one who flipped over another Condora when you knew Oishi-san was in Tenpai. The fuck is this? That's what you get. Some kind of game. Getting more Dora was the only thing I could do after revealing the Chun. You can't discard a Dora tile after Yukuhai is out. Or Yakuhai. Oishi grinned meaningfully as his buddies' swearing began breaking down the walls and reforming them. By the way, Oishi-san, figure it out yet? What? Oh, the murdered body in the drainage channel? Any new clues come up? Yes, well, you're the one collecting the evidence here. I should have expected that. Who was the deceased? Rina Mamiya. Actual name, Noriko. Apparently she works for the Blue Mermaid, a hostess bar in Shishibane Flower Road. Or on, whatever. Oh wow, that place? Oh wow, that place, huh? A young leader of the Sonozaki owns it, yeah? Sonozaki, whoops. So it's related to the S group. That mountain will be tough to scale. Rumors say the deceased had her hands in both drug dealing and money to be paid to the government. And on a pretty significant scale, too, from what I've heard. A woman getting her hands on Yakuza tax money. Sounds like a man's behind it. Not a lot of women do that sort of thing themselves. Well, she's dead now. The dead can't have anything to do with it. About that, Oishi-san. Her man's apparently alive. Alive? So maybe he'll die soon. Vermin usually exterminate other vermin. I think we have a very nice self-cleansing system going on. Anyway, her man. It's, well, Teppei Hojo. Hojo? Who's that? Teppei Hojo. The husband of the housewife who was beaten to death last year in Hinamizawa. I heard he disappeared after the incident, though. I get it. He was staying at his lover's place, huh? And so the Sonozakis grew ever more suspicious. Where is he now? Or grow ever more suspicious. He was living in a woman's apartment. He must have thought she abandoned him, so he's been searching around shops and other gathering places. Huh. So wait, who the fuck is that? Fuck, I can't remember. Anyways, yeah. Damn. Nearly 2 hours on the dot for it. Let's go. Let's save here. And, yeah. So this will be where the highlight ends for this. So thank you for watching. And, see y'all motherfuckers. Alright, but now it's on time to, Minecraft. Let's go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Get the music going. Alright, how much time do I got? We got, let's say, 3 hours or so until